Ryu. I slang cassettes outside of the passion projects. These rhymes is unidentified, diamond shaped flying objects. It's like that, cause when I write raps, it's so much pain. I need an ice bath, a cognac nightcap, and a cane. Y'all chains ain't laying flat these days. Your growth stunted, they telling me I should act my age. I say 100, these beats is orthopedic to the souls I really needed. My Adidas was out of reach, so I chose the cheap cheaters from the swap meet. A cocky ass honky like Jake Paul. Every move is calculated, you shaking the magic 8-ball. When the prophecy's completed, don't be looking at me stupid, bro. I told you I'ma do it, you chose to ignore the warning though. Mendocino's mama honey, we chicken sandals. My bitch is a spitting image of 90s Alyssa Milano. Who's the boss? I sound like a broken record, but I guess it's better than sounding like a broken piano. You know what time it is, more pluses than minuses, big facts, cause you lack the minerals and vitamins. The beach house and no sea, perfect for when the climate dips. I rhyme like I'm trying to describe a psilocybin trip. Hold my trident when I spit, I'm Poseidon. The way I slide on the beat like I'm riding a white Pegasus. Yeah.
What's good? What's good? What's goody? It's your buzzing cousin Ghost Boogie. Check it out, man. It's B-Boys Underground. It is episode number 2 of 2026. We're starting this year off, with a bang. We had Be Real from Cypress Hill yesterday, and today we got the one and only Ryu, man. Looking forward to this. You may know him, because his ties to Styles of Beyond, Demigodz, Fort Myers, so much more. Sit back, relax, and unwind. Grab your favorite plant, grab your favorite liquid, and chill with the B-Boys Underground crew. Hit the like, follow, subscribe, all notification bell. We do this every single Wednesday and every other day whenever we have special guests, especially like this one right here, man. Without further ado, let's get into the one and only Ryu, man. Ryu, what's goody? How are you, fam?
Hey, what's happening, fella? I'm good.
Cheers.
Yo, cheers, man. Salute. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And, man, we started off the show with Alyssa
Milano.
Please tell me and tell our listeners about that song and what and why that was your first release off of your new album, and what was your intent?
That track, so just a little prehistory to that. When I recorded that song, I didn't know I was making an album. I didn't know I was putting anything out. I was just doing it because I was learning how to make beats. And basically, I just was messing with beats so much that I got that beat done, and that shit was fire to me. I was like, all right, I got to rap over this one. This is the one I got to do. So that's it. I did that one, and I put it out on Instagram probably like a year ago. Nothing major, just kind of leaked it out there, just to gauge what people thought about it, because it was the first beat I made where I was like, oh, okay, we got something now.
Yeah.
And so I put it out there, and that's where the interest started growing. Like, oh, when's the album coming out? Are you working on an album? And I had never thought about it at that point, but it got me into that mode where I was like, okay, that one worked. Let me do another one. Mm-hmm. And I filmed that video actually 20 feet from where I'm sitting right now. I'm on the patio of my pub that I own, Maginn's Irish Pub, and the parking garage is about 20 feet away from me, and that's where I shot the video for that.
Hell yeah.
That's dope, man. So let everybody know. So you have a pub. If anybody ever wants to stop through and support and show love, where is it at?
So I'm at 24480 Main Street. That's in Newhall, California, which is If anybody's familiar with Southern California, it's like North LA County. Um, you know, not too far from wherever you're at. If you're in the LA area, come by and see us. Maginn's Irish Pub. I'm
Hell
always
yeah.
here. Or, you know, get a beer, run the fade, whatever.
I love it. How long have you had a pub? I mean, how did you fare during the vid, man? Because I know a lot of businesses, took an impact, and how did you fare through that?
Well, we actually were building out during COVID,
Okay.
so we couldn't open for 2 years.
Wow.
But right when COVID hit, I was like, "Oh, this is my opportunity." I said,
Okay.
I said, you know, all these businesses are going out of business. All these, hold on one second.
Yes, sir.
All these businesses are going out. There was, a lot of property was available. Interest rates were really good. So I took it as a sign like this was my time to strike. So
Hmm.
I went and got a property that was available. I called the number on the door and gave the guy my sales pitch about opening an Irish pub. And I didn't know how I was going to get the money to pay for it, but he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I was like, "Okay, step one done. Now we got to, get the financing for it." And so we did, got our loans and stuff. Like I said, we have good interest rates at that point. Um, and then we started the build out. And that took 2 years because we couldn't get a lot of the materials to build because of everything being shut down. And
Hmm.
also my pub was built entirely in Ireland. So everything had to come from Ireland. And
Damn.
so it came over in two shipping containers, and they both got stuck in Long Beach in the harbor for months on end. We couldn't even get everything from the pub in. Anyway, we ended up doing it, and we've been open. We've been open for 3 years at this point, and it's going well.
Man, salute to you on that, and salute to you
Hell
on
yeah.
being opportunistic and it working out. So the pandemic worked out in your favor.
I mean, yes and no, yes and no. Uh, there was so I was very optimistic going into it. Like, how long can this pandemic last? Like, I thought in my head it'd be a couple months, at most. But we were going for 2 years, and I didn't. There was unexpected cost associated with that, and we had a bad contractor, terrible contractor.
Mm.
We didn't know what we're doing because it's the first pub we ever built. So we were getting bent over for every little nail that went in this place. But whatever.
Well, hey man, salute to you, and look, anything that's worth doing and is a labor of love, and especially the fact that you said that you're imported everything over, like everything that, and you have an authentic place. I mean,
Yeah, you want to take a look at it? I'll show you real
yeah,
quick.
absolutely, we would love to. Let me go full
Hell
screen
yeah.
on it. Show your
All
place
right,
off, man.
all right.
And everybody, we are live right now. Check it out, man.
Oh, you're live right now. I'm
Hey,
just
hey.
that's my dad,
Hey,
That's right.
shout out to Pops. Hello.
my wife.
Man, that looks like an amazing spot, man.
So yeah, I'll take you behind the bar here. You're live. That's Christina.
Hey.
Hello. Make sure you give Christina all the tips.
Take care of the bartender.
Yes. Look at
So
that,
like
man.
all the wood and the glass and everything.
That's
Wow.
dope.
This
Yeah.
is all family. Uh, let's see. I'll go
So
out
you have
front.
food?
Yeah, yeah, food and drink. You can show you the front.
Man, when I'm coming to California, I'm coming to see you for sure. I'm gonna pull up and
Hell yeah.
have look, I don't normally drink, but I have a pint. For
Yeah,
sure.
man, come on.
Absolutely. And look, if y'all are ever in LA or in the Southern California district, I keep saying Colorado because I'm in Colorado right now. Listen, make sure you tap into the homie. So here's one of the things that we always do. We start every episode of B-Boys Underground off with this question, and this question is basically, tell me about your first memory that you have associated with hip hop. And what I want you to do is basically go back to that memory and put yourself in the room, think about the environments, the sensations, who's with you. Give me the who, what, when, where, how, and like if it smells funny or whatever. I mean, but also definitely please tell us, also why that was so important to you and put you on a trajectory to where you are today.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of those moments, but the one that really stands out and is the most important to me is the one. It was just me by myself watching TV late night. It's when Showtime at the Apollo used to be on, and they had Big Daddy Kane come out, and that was the first time I ever watched a performance and was like, that's what I want to do. Like whatever that guy was doing, that's what I want to do. There's that. And then when I saw the Manifest video by Gangstar, that was the first time I think I paid attention to anybody scratching. When Premier is scratching, these are the words that I manifest. I manifest. I was like, I want to get that turntable. I want to do that scratch thing that he was doing. So my dad, who you just saw, he bought me one Technique 1200 for my birthday. So I had one Technique 1200, and then I had one of them old stereos that everybody has that has like the decks on it, and then the turntables on the top. It's like real high. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I had one Technique 1200, and then the beat would play on the top one of the other stereo system, and I practiced scratching in my garage doing that. Well, those are the two kind of pivotal moments for me.
Man, that's dope. That's absolutely dope. And look, salute to Pops because what year was that? Would you say?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 88, 1988.
So that was about $500 that he spent on that 1200.
Yeah,
because that's how much they were, $400 or $500.
Yeah, they've always been a lot of money, no matter what the decade.
Yes. Yeah, they're about $5,000 now. Well, actually, even like the base level, I think, is $1,500 to $2,000. So,
jeez.
Yeah. Imagine.
Glad I don't DJ.
Yeah, it's an expensive thing. But man, salute to you on that, man. And
for reals.
Like, take me back to you were born in New York, right?
Yeah.
So how did the moving from New York to LA, right? And you basically lived in a bunch of different areas in LA too, and you moved around, or were you just moved
Yeah, so
give me the different experiences with that.
I mean, I was born in New York, but that's it. Like I didn't grow up in New York. None of that. My family is from New York, but I grew up in LA. That's it. Like from the time I was little, I don't know anything about New York.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's it. Just kind of moved all over different places in LA. If you're from LA, you know what I was talking about. Like I lived in the Valley, I lived in Canoga Park, I lived in Van Nuys, I lived in Downey, I lived in Cerritos, I lived in Long Beach. I lived tons of places all over LA. And basically all of LA is what I'm about. Like that's my upbringing.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. I grew up in Southgate. I stay in South Central though now.
Yeah, man. So that's dope. So then you grew up with K-Day.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big influence on me.
Tell me about that. Like growing up with such a legendary scene and such a legendary just environment. And you had a radio station, and C minus is one of my good friends. He was possibly going to join us for tonight, but he had a gig. He was going to pop in and say what's up. But yeah, just being able to grow up around with that being there, tell us about that, man.
It was phenomenal when you look back in retrospect. So across the street from my house, I had a friend who had like one of them backyard tool sheds, and so we converted that tool shed into like a man cave back in the days. We had a couch in there and a radio, and you know, nudie magazines and cigarettes and shit like that. So we would
My
go
kind
in
of
there.
place.
Yeah, I got one of those now today too. It's just no more K-Day. But yeah, so we used to go in there and tune the dial to 1580 AM and listen to K-Day. And every single day you would just hear some new hip hop that you had never heard before, and it was phenomenal. Like we were hearing NWA demos. We didn't know that the rest of the world didn't even know what this was yet. But we were playing Boys in the Hood a year before everybody else was, and yeah. So K-Day was great. Like those times were great. So we would tune into K-Day, and they would say, so and so's performing at the whatchamacallit at this record store and that record store. Come see Toddy T. Come see Ice T. Uncle Jam's Army. And we would do whatever we had to do to make our way to go see these people. Or, I would run into Eazy-E in the mall because he lived next to me. I got his autograph when I was real young. He was in the jewelry store in the mall, and he signed it Easy motherfucking E.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, dude, that I used to dress like them. It was all Raiders and Kings and all that kind of stuff. I still kind of dress like that, to be honest.
I'm with you on that. My I have twins, and one boy, one girl, and my daughter says I dress like a gangster. So I was
Maybe.
like, "Am I an unk or what?" She was like, "Kinda, but nah, you."
That's fine with me.
Yeah, man, whatever, man. So, like, take us back to 1994, man. Like, and Gorilla Strong said, "Take me back to 1994."
What was going on in '94?
That's what he's wanting to know. He wants to know what was going on with you back in 1994. And again, shout out to Gorilla Strong. He's a brother that set this interview up. He's set up a ton of interviews for B-Boys Underground, and much love to my brother David.
Yeah, man.
To you, family.
Salute. 94, I think I was just running around being a scumbag, like didn't have anything figured out yet. I was. Can you hear me all right, or is it noisy?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good. You're great. We're good.
Okay. I used to work at this import car shop, like fixing up Honda Civics and stuff like that. I didn't fix them up. I just used to sell them the parts. And when we would close up at the end of the night, we were right next to the liquor store. We would go get a whole bunch of 40 ounces. Hold on, these motherfuckers are talking too loud. We would go get a bunch of 40 ounces of beer, lock the door. Anybody want to come over, we'd come in there and just freestyle, smoking blunts and freestyling and smoking weed and all that good stuff. That's all I was doing. But at the time, like my man Redeem, he noticed something in me just from these little freestyle sessions. He was like, "No, you got something different. You should do this." So he became kind of my de facto manager. He was calling up radio stations trying to get radio drops for me so I could, do the radio station raps. Personalized radio station raps for people who don't know what I'm talking about when I say drops. And so he got me a couple of those, and that's how I started, like just doing radio drops for radio stations in LA, college radio, big radio, whatever.
Hell yeah.
That's dope, man. You know, so tell me about, how you transitioned from, you got a turntable, you got the 1200, and what was the first real time that, it was like, all right, we're taking this serious. I'm going for it. And like, even how you link that up and that manifested from, being kind of someone that's a person that loves it, an enthusiast of it, to now this is who I am, and how I'm gonna live the rest of my life.
You know, I don't think I'm taking it serious yet. Like I never have. Um, it's not my entire identity. I've never really even thought of myself as a rapper, to be honest. Other people think
Yeah.
of me as a rapper. Like I don't. I don't have. I don't think I'm a rapper in the sense like I don't play the part well.
Okay.
I just happen to spit, and that's as far as it goes. And uh I love hip hop, like to my core. But so in that sense, I am that. But I've never played the rapper role. Like I'm not that stereotypical image, you know.
Hmm.
And that's it. Like so, I never really took it seriously like other people did, and that maybe is to my detriment because I never even thought people gave a shit. Like I was just making records and that's it. I didn't know people really liked it. I just didn't know. I didn't pay attention. And I get a lot of flack for this. People are like, how do you not know that this shit is doing that? Because I just don't care. Like, I really don't, dude. I just fucking do my thing. Um,
What
you
kept you
know, I'm
motivated to do it then?
just the love of it. That's it. I wasn't never motivated by I wasn't motivated by success or money,
Clout.
clout, any of that. Like it was just having fun with my friends and doing something dope. That's it. That's the way it
Hell,
is now. You know,
I
it's
think
just
it
fun to
should be
do.
that way. Yeah, I
Hell yeah.
mean, that way I mean, I understand what you're saying because you can't like attach your identity to one thing, or you don't want to. And it does come through as far as, you know, if you're doing it out of the love and doing it out of the fun and make sure that it's not a job to be somebody other than yourself, because, you know, what I'm hearing you say is that, you just want to be you. You want to be your genuine you and not be boxed in, or like, all right, I'm this rapper identity or whatever it is. And it gives you the freedom and ability to be you and show up however you want to show up whenever you show up, right?
Yeah, you're right. Like I feel like when you're a rapper, people expect something of you. You know that, and maybe that's not part of my personality. Like maybe it is. It is part of my personality too. But I don't know. Like I think I'm a pretty private dude. Like I don't really divulge a lot about myself. Um, and I don't like how being an entertainer opens you up to
Hmm.
scrutiny.
Yeah.
Not
Word.
that I care about scrutiny either, because whether somebody likes my music or not is not my problem. You know. So I don't know. I think everything is for a reason, and I like the way that I went. I like my approach with it. Um, I'm not out here selling my ass to like to do anything. I don't really care. Like it's just fun, and it always has been, and it always will.
Word
And
up.
when it's
Yeah.
not, I won't do it anymore.
Absolutely, man. And respect to that too, because I think, being true to yourself and what you just basically described is really important in regards to mental health, right? Uh, because of, like you said, the opening up to scrutiny, or, and some people could think about it like, man, he's cold when he says he doesn't care. No, it's not that. It's that you just have to be, you know, at a certain point, know that if I'm going to do this, it's going to be what I want to do, how I want to do it. And I'm putting it out there. And again, I did it for me out of the love of what it is that I'm doing. It's art. Take
Yeah.
it as you may, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
You know, so tell me though, it had to have been surreal though, like the very first time you got into like a quote unquote, like, all right, I'm in a studio and I'm recording now and I'm starting to make like actual tangible, you know, making real quote unquote music that's has potential to be released, you know, on a mass platform.
Well, yeah. Um, but when we were doing our first album, the Styles Beyond 2000 Fold album, we
Hmm.
didn't know we were making an album then either. We were just doing demos, and then all of a sudden was like, oh shit, okay, this is coming out now. And I remember being terrified about it because it was just a demo, and I didn't think I was ready yet. I wasn't seasoned enough. Um, you know, I was comparing myself to other people, like, oh, this doesn't sound like so and so shit. Like, this is not gonna hit. But whatever, it came out and it did its thing, and then that led to other scenarios where that were really kind of surreal throughout my career. There's been tons of them where, you know, you're hanging out with Jay-Z or whatever, and Linkin Park shit, and where you're like, damn, this really happened, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that had to have been surreal, especially, you know, the fact that you have had such an exposure to a wide variety of artists throughout your career and like icons in multiple genres of music as well. You know what I mean? And that's dope in itself because that goes back to what you were saying earlier is like, you know, you don't ascribe to one single image or worry about, you know, what it is people think. You're just going to figure out what it is that feels good to you and create art and music. And you can tell by the different projects that you've had and the people that you've worked with. And, you know, you mentioned Styles of Beyond. Could you take us like how that first linked up and how that was formed and that whole process?
Yeah, so I I enrolled in college. I went to LA City College, Pierce. It's in the Valley, and I enrolled in a course called Introduction to Electronic Music because I wanted to learn how to make beats. And I met Talk, like I think the first day of the class, my partner, who ended up being Talk from Styles Beyond. And so we basically just, we met up and he was like, hey, my brother has a studio at the house. You should come over and, mess with some stuff. So I did. I went over to his house and, started messing with his brother Bilal's gear. I think I blew out his speakers. Um, and we what we started doing was taking beat tapes because Talk lived in this kind of special historic house that had like that's where House of Pain was started, like in his backyard, and Divine
Ah,
Styler lived back there in the backyard shack, the hut. It's not a shack, it's a hut. It's like a what they call an ADU nowadays and shit, like a backyard
I feel
house.
yeah,
So that's where Divine lived, and House of Pain and Def Jeff and Muggs and all these people used to come through there.
yeah.
And so uh, there would be all kinds of beat tapes from whoever laying all over the place. So Talk used to have these beat tapes, and he would just rap over them in his car. And so, we started doing songs, you know, over these beat tapes, and then our homeboy D Minor lived around. He was friends with Talk. We go to D Minor's house, and D Minor had like a little setup, a little 4-track and turntables and stuff like that. And he did our first demo, Cheap Shot. Was with Cheap Shot and Talk were Styles of Beyond back then. I wasn't in the group yet. And then when we started doing these demos, Talk's brother Bilal was like, "You guys sound good together. You should do something." And then they asked me if I wanted to be in Styles of Beyond. So that's how that started. Sorry if I sound crazy. It's fucking cold out here.
Hey, look, weather is a little crazy everywhere right now. I mean, we've got snow, rain, thunderstorms, everything today. So, yeah.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
like
man.
it's like 30 degrees in California, which is nuts, and the wind is just like howling. But I have to go outside because I won't be able to hear you on the inside.
Well, we appreciate you again. My apologies for,
No, no
not
worries.
being able to make it easier for you. um, you know, going back to like the people that you've worked with, also the Demigodz, right? Tell me how a West Coast cat got hooked up with an East Coast group, quote unquote, like the Demigodz, and how that was formed, and
That was probably like through some AOL chat rooms type deal
no
back in the
kidding, through
days.
AOL
Yeah,
chat room.
yeah. I think like I want to say like Cheap Shot had already known Apathy through like AOL chat rooms or whatever,
Hmm.
and then me and Cheap Shot, Styles Beyond was in the studio, and I guess he was talking on the phone with App, and then he passed the phone to me, and I just started talking to App, and then we just became friends from there. And then throughout the years we've done songs together and all that, and then they asked me to be in the Demigods, so that was that.
Hell yeah. That's dope as fuck.
Hell yeah, man.
All
And
the
then
Demigod shit is fire too.
oh my
Hell,
God, it's crazy as
salute.
hell. Yeah, man. And then you with Apathy and also Scoop DeVille, right? Like linking up with him, and he's currently working with B Rio and Cypress Hill doing the all Spanish speaking album right now that they just recorded during December. And how'd you link
Nah,
up with
Nice.
Scoop?
How did I link up with Scoop? Um, oh man, I kind of don't even remember. Um, uh, I don't. It's like a friend of a friend type deal. Like, oh, you got to hear this kid's beats. Like, Kid Frost's son. You should check him out. So like, I went over to the house one day and met him. And his beats were phenomenal, and so we just built a relationship from there. He was only like when I met him. I think he was 15 or 16 years old.
Wow,
So
I
for
got you.
and his beats were already like phenomenal. So I was like, damn, this dude, he's gonna be something someday,
I mean, he comes from royal cloth. I mean, just
right?
think of his family and what he's been around and grew up with, right? Um, you know, I definitely have to ask you, how did you get linked up, during Fort Minor and the whole thing, like linking up with Mike?
Well, I've known Mike way before Linkin Park.
Yeah,
Um, I know Mike before Styles of Beyond and before Linkin Park.
really?
So yeah, I did. I did my like I did my first demo tapes in Mike Shinoda's bedroom.
oh
Um,
shit.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
he had a 4-track recorder, and my man Double O uh, introduced me to Mike, and we just started going over to his house, and he was good at art, and he was making his little tapes too, his little bedroom tapes, and so we started cooking up like he knew how to sample and stuff like that. So the first song that we did was a song called Marco Polo, which was me, him, and Double O. That was off the Styles Beyond album. But initially, it wasn't a Styles Beyond song. It was just me and Double O, and Mike Shinoda produced it. And so yeah, I was friends with him since way back.
That is dope. That is absolutely dope. My wife is a humongous Linkin Park fan as well too. So
Hell
it's
yeah,
like when
that's
I
dope.
told her when I told her, that I was gonna be interviewing you and everything like that. She's like, "Oh my god!" Like, cause she knew exactly who you were through that and everything. I was like, "Yeah."
Nice.
So salute to you guys on that whole project and that. How was that? Like, so you got because of that. There's the video. It's even posted to your Instagram. Of you sitting in the room with Jay-Z, right? And him hearing your music or seeing the reaction of him hearing your music for the first time and getting that initial reaction and cosign from someone like that. I mean, that has to give you some type of like, yeah, like make you feel good inside. Like I'm, you have confidence that that you're good, and this is what you're ill with it. But to hear someone that's considered to be one of the illest to co-sign you, and it had to have been a great compliment, make you feel good.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. Because Jay doesn't have to be nice to me at all. Like he could just act like I don't exist, and I wouldn't even trip about it. But
Which he has to a lot of people.
yeah, no, he has.
Yeah.
Um, so for him to even recognize me at all is great. And I've been around Jay, a few times, and he's always been super cool. Like, you know, so shout out to Jay.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Man,
Ryu,
so go ahead,
Right,
please.
Ryu,
I didn't say
di-
anything. It's just kind of loud.
No, no, no. Matt Ways. Go
no,
ahead.
I was saying
Oh.
something. Did Styles of Beyond work with Eminem, right?
Did Styles of Beyond work with Eminem, correct? Matt Ways had asked the question.
Uh, no, we didn't work with him, but we do have a little bit of history with him though. When he first came out to LA, um, my manager at the time was working with him and kind of linked us up, and so M would he would jump on Styles of Beyond shows. We would have him
Word.
come out sometimes and do like little freestyle appearances. Like people would hold up objects in the crowd, and M would just like freestyle about it and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
we would get him up on the Wake Up Show so he could rap on the Wake Up Show. Because I was cool. I have a good connection with Carmelita from the Wake Up Show, and I used to hit her up, see if M can come through. And yeah, I mean, we were at his video shoot for I think I just don't give a fuck.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
name of the song. So we
Yeah,
were
that was
we
the
were at
first
that
single.
video shoot. Yeah, so I mean, we have a connection to Eminem, but we actually never did any music together.
All right, all right. I remember being at a Unity back in like '96 and seeing him on stage
Is
with
it
you
too
guys.
loud? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I
Okay.
feel like
All
he
right.
can't hear me though, Boogie.
Can you
I
hear?
just
Can you hear Matt Ways?
I can't hear anybody but you.
Oh yeah, shit.
Ah, it might be. All right. Okay. Just understand.
It's
Not a
all
problem.
good. It's all good. It's all good.
Gotcha. So what he was saying was is basically he saw you at Unity
Back
back
in like 95,
back in
96, and I remember
95,
Eminem on
96.
stage with them. Yeah,
You guys were on stage with Eminem together.
Yeah, yeah, because we got him into Unity. Like he went with us.
yeah, yeah. He came out on you guys' set
He
for
came
sure.
out on your set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one of like a few times that he's done that. He did it with us a couple times. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Dope. My boy was there. I don't know why you can't hear him, but I think there's some technical issues with this platform.
It's probably me.
That
I probably didn't hit the right button or something.
It's all good. It's all good.
the only thing that you would that will fix it is if you leave and you rejoin.
But it's all good. Just keep it
Oh, do you
going.
want me to do that?
Nah,
No,
we
you don't
good.
have to. We're good. We're good. We're good. Um, you know, not a problem. Like, so medium raw, right? You started producing beats and you initially came out and started putting things out as Hang 10, right? And
Yeah.
what tell us about that? Like what made you to start like, okay, I'm going to actually start producing and making beats and everything like that to the point where I like these so much that I'm going to I'm going to just go ahead and put a whole album out that's self-produced.
All right. Well, the way it happened was on accident, of course. Um, so I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis,
Yes, sir.
and there's different levels of that, and I had it really bad, so I was hospitalized and all kinds of stuff, and I lost a lot of weight, and whatever. I was really sick to the point where like I didn't leave the house for probably 6 months. Like I was just done. Um, and so my wife, for my birthday in June of 2024, bought me a new MacBook Pro. And I was like, this is really dope, but I have no use for a computer. Like you guys know, like I'm not a technical dude. I don't even know how to do shit. So um, she gets me the damn laptop, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I should learn how to make beats on it or learn how to record myself or something. So I have something to do while I'm stuck in the house.
Yeah.
And so I just started watching YouTube videos on how to make beats. And like I've made beats in the past, messing around here and there, and I've always produced. Like on every record I've ever done, I've had input as far as the beats, the samples, all that kind of stuff. But I never was the button pusher.
Yeah, you weren't the
So
engineer.
no, I wasn't the engineer. That shit always scared me. But this time I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I started messing with it, slowly and slowly and slowly, like it got to a point. So, anyways, I got to a point where like the beats were like they sounded pretty good to me, but I didn't want to play them for anybody else because I didn't know they would like them. So I decided to put them on Instagram underneath the alias Hang 10, just to get some like real response. Because I didn't want to send them to anybody I knew, because it wouldn't be a real response. They'd either be telling me it was good when it wasn't, or telling me it was whacked or whatever. I just wanted regular people to tell me what they thought. And so I started posting the beats, and it got a really great response, like way better than I thought it was going to be. And and then the beats started getting to a point where I was like, "Am I tripping, or is this beat really good?" Like, because I would rap over this beat right now. So initially, my thing was not to rap over the beats, but to get other rappers to rap to my beats. But I couldn't do that. Like I wasn't ready yet for that. Um, and like, who's gonna rap over my shit anyways? Like I kept sending them to Apathy, and me and Apathy are too close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you could be too close to a person where they can't see it because they're too close to it. Um, so anyways, I was like, fuck, this is gonna take forever. I was like, let me just rap over one of my shit to see, just to put some vocals over it, just to see what it sounds like. Cause I know the beat's hot, but let me put some vocals on it to see what's up. And it came out good. And then as I keep going, they're getting better and better. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm my favorite producer. So like that's what I was missing the whole time. I should have just been producing for myself. I'd have had 10 albums out by now.
Man, so and Gorilla just put it in the chat. But we've got a question from Cosmic Heart. Salute and thank you so much for being here. He said, "Who made the beat slash produced Dead in the Middle?"
I believe Apathy produced that.
Apathy produced that.
Hell yes.
I believe so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sick track, dope video.
Yeah, absolutely sick track and dope video. Thank you so much, Cosmic, for the video or for the question. Gorilla Strong mentioned "Save Me a Slice," and it's funny that he mentioned that at the same time as I was queuing up because I wanted you. It's about time where we take a moment and get into a music video and Save Me a Slice. I love that beat. I love everything about that track, man. And as we do here on B-Boys Underground, we always say it's very rare that an artist ever has an opportunity to speak directly to the people, whether or not this is their first time eating it or hearing. I say eating because it's like you're consuming, it's like setting a table. You know what I mean? Like, but you're taking something in, and it's like a good meal. And you, as the artist, you can absolutely set the table and add just some extra flavor and seasoning to this track, and as they consume it, and get a little bit more relatability. Tell me about the beat that you made, what inspired it, you know, what the whole thought process behind it was.
That was just, I don't know what inspired it. I just heard the sample and then started figuring out ways to deconstruct it and make it weird uh and I really like that beat. Like that may be like my favorite beat on the album. Maybe. It depends on what mood I'm in, but I really like that beat a lot. And so um that song was inspired by Ireland, really. Like I was getting ready to go on a trip to Ireland. So when I say shit like goose feather field bubble on a blustery night, that'd be like a cold night in Dublin, pinstripe seersucker when the weather is right. So like when the weather's nice, you wear something a little more flowy and shit. Um, Fresh yellowtail belly with the stickiest rice. I bled Hollywood dry, not a nickel in sight, meaning it's time to go. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna jump in this flight. 10 hours, I'll be on the pub slugging a pint.
Man,
Like all it's inspired by Ireland, really. Like the song initially was about Dublin. It was about Dublin, Ireland. But I was
right.
like, then I was like, nah, like nobody wants to hear that shit. So like I kept some of it and then just reworked the rest of it to make it just like a regular rap song. But yeah, Dublin, Ireland, you were the inspiration.
Dublin, Ireland, inspiration. Yo, that's tight. That's
Hell
a
yeah.
great story.
Dope.
A- And here's what we'll do. We'll get into the video, and while we're watching the video, if you wouldn't mind, Ryu, if you could just close out of the browser while we're playing the video, and then just re-click the link and rejoin, and I'll bring you on stage, and you'll be fine. There's nothing else to do. It'll so you can hear my partner's audio as well.
So I just click out of this entirely.
Yeah, just close the tab entirely, and then just hit the link to join the stream like you did initially, and we'll be good to go. You don't have to do anything else.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick and then I'll jump
Yes,
back in.
sir.
Sounds
Yes,
good.
All
sir.
right, bro.
We're,
I'll be right back.
all right, y'all. That was Ryu. He'll be right back with us. And if you guys are new here, we appreciate you. Before we get into this track, what we need you to do is hit that like, follow, subscribe, on notification bell, and follow us on basically a couple of different platforms. We have our own individual Instagram accounts that you can go check us out. Mad Ways has got two. He's got Bluebeard and he has Mad Ways.
Yep,
I
yep.
just have the one at GhostBoogie66. You can follow me on Twitch and also the B-Boys Underground IG page, which is always announcing what we have coming up in store for you. That's always the best way to follow all of us, to stay in tuned with all of that. And then also got to give a big shout out to my co-host G Dash Fresh, who helped start B-Boys Underground back in the day as a radio show, as an original B-Boys Underground hip hop
G
radio show
dash.
dedicated on 88.3 WAIFM in Cincinnati, Ohio. We started way back in 95, 96, and restarted this back up 2 years ago, and been kicking it ever since, man. So he's under the weather right now, and prayers go out to him and the wifey. And this
Hell
song
yeah.
right here, we heard Dublin, and I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. Would you know? Mad Ways known about that?
No, sir.
Nah, man. So look, that's why I always love being able to ask artists to set the table before, you know, we get into a song because maybe y'all would have caught on to that, but maybe you wouldn't. But either way, we are B-Boys Underground. We are live, direct, raw, and uncut. We appreciate you all for being here. Much love. Blessings to you all. And look, save me a slice.
Was it just last year that we walked hand in hand with the sun shining down? Was it yesterday I could hear the sound of birds all around?
Goose feather filled bubble on a blustery night. Pinstripe seersucker when the weather is nice. Fresh yellow tail belly with the stickiest rice. I bled Hollywood dry, not a nickel in sight. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, I'ma jump on this flight. In 10 hours I'll be at the pub slugging a pint. Dissect the beat, spit it so fucking precise. You can tell I'm still hungry, please save me a slice. Save me a slice. Complimentary stroop waffles in a luxury box. About to crash out, baby, it behooves you to watch. It's not an accident, actually just a passionate thought. Practically a takeover, never busted a shot. A masterpiece, tactically orchestrated the plot. Cooking up, I should rock a chef hat and a smock. The audacity for you to even say you're my op. I'm Dick Dastardly, wacky, but I'm sly as a fox. I'm internationally known now. Unsophisticated and lowbrow, for real. Fuck a he, him, she, MC as my pronouns. I'm in the place to be and about to be shutting shows down. Pardon me, but I don't need your advice. I don't do it for the dough, I do it just out of spite. I used to be scared of heights, but now I'm so out of sight. Like 1,000 feet of white string tied to a kite. I try to be nice and live a quiet, comfortable life, but I'm the type to go ham when they hand me a mic. No retirement, so get it out your head like lice. It's obvious I'm still hungry, please save me a slice. Save me a slice. Goose feather filled bubble on a blustery night. Pinstripe seersucker when the weather is nice. Fresh yellow tail belly with the stickiest rice. I bled Hollywood dry, not a nickel in sight. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, I'ma jump on this flight. In 10 hours I'll be at the pub slugging a pint. Dissect the beat, spit it so fucking precise. You can tell I'm still hungry, please save me a slice. Yeah, buddy.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, let's get Ryu back on stage. Man. Man, when I first heard that one, I was like, that is so fucking smooth as far as the whole vaporwave feel and everything. Like Gorilla Strong had mentioned in the chat, he was like that it's got a vaporwave feel to it. Like
Kind of does, doesn't it?
what's that? Where did you get or let me ask you this, because out of respect, I understand what it's like to not divulge sources, but would you divulge where you got that sample from?
I got that track. I got it off of TrackLib.
I got you.
It's a TrackLib sample. I was just digging through shit and found that, and that's it. I don't remember what the name of the record is, but yeah, I just got it as a TrackLib sample.
Dope. You know, you were mentioning, how you taught yourself because of being locked in and due to illness, and this podcast became back around in reality because of out of necessity. I got sick and lost my career and everything like that, and I had to find something to do, and DJing and also podcasting and doing this, getting back connected into something that I used to do and very much went away, chasing a corporate bag instead of, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have my wife and kids, but yet, you know what I mean?
I get it.
My thing is this, what was it that you used to produce your beats? Like, what did you learn? What was the program that you used?
All right, so here's what it is. I started off, I got an MPC Key 61. That's what I started with. But that's not what I made this album on. I made the album on Serato Studio.
Serato Studio, no shit.
Yep. Because you know why? It's super easy. Like it's made for
Yeah.
babies. Like, and the beauty of my production is the simplicity. Because I don't have
Yeah.
any tricks. I don't have any tricks to make the beat sound good. I don't know the technology like that. So everything just has to be like easy and simple and good. It's got to be able to live on its own. Like it can't be tricks making it good. So that's it. I love Serato Studio. Like it is simple, but it does just enough that you need it to get to make a whole album. You know,
Absolutely.
but it doesn't jumble
Absolutely.
it up with too much shit. Like it's just basic.
That's
Hell yeah.
dope. And like that's a program made for DJs, to make edits and to make their own flips
Yeah.
and it is made for quick, easy production, and the fact that Serato continues to, go further with their technology in regards to stems and
Yeah.
all of the
Now
abilities
I
that they
just picked up
have.
this. I picked up the Serato slab recently, so I'm learning that. My wife got me
What's the
that for
Serato slab? I don't know
so
about this.
so Serato Studio is now kind of competing with Machine. So like the slab is Serato's version of the Machine. You know what
Ah,
I'm
no
saying?
kidding.
Yeah. So I just got that, and that's pretty dope too. So Serato is definitely like coming up. Like they're gonna be a big player in the next like 5 years, I think.
Well, I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
there's only, if you think about it, there's only three major softwares out there for DJs. Serato being like pretty much one of the industry standards in regards to like hip hop turntablism and a lot of club DJs and stuff like that. But also, you have record box purists, and of course, you have another program called Virtual DJ, who, believe it or not, has been one of the ones that's been around the longest, and also was the first one to have to come out with the STEM technology as a DJ to be able to offer, to be able to do instant mashups. I love doing instant mashups. Like that's my
Yeah, that's
thing. I
dope.
live and die by stems. So shout out to Serato, man, because that is exciting to hear that. And it makes me want to just go ahead and crack down on Serato Studio because I'm an old school guy from back in the day that, dealt with MPC. Like I learned on an MPC 3000, but, you know, that's outdated and you've got all of these digital workstations that are super complicated or takes a long time for a learning curve just to be able to make something sound good and polished, whereas like you mentioned, Serato Studio gets it done in one easy fail swoop and you're able to put together, a polished sounding track where you've got that, and you couldn't. I would have never in the world thought that you made it on Serato. That's crazy.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
because like listen, I don't have like patience to sit there and chop shit up all day and like I don't have the patience for it. Like whatever idea I gotta get it out right now. Like I don't have 45 minutes. Like my beats are done in 10, 15 minutes. That's it.
Damn,
Yeah. And I crank
I
them out.
got you.
Like 100 of them.
That's dope, man. Well, I mean, I kind of like that too because I feel like I work that same way, that ADHD type. Uh,
That's it.
you
I'm
know,
super impatient. Like I'm impatient as all shit. I'm just like, all right, let's get to it. That's the sample. Boom, boom, boom. Let me chop. Da da da.
yeah,
Boom. Put the drums on it. Let's go.
hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
let's go.
Hold on 1 second. See you later. Oh, you too. Hope your voice clears up. See you, brother. Good to meet you, man. See you in Ireland. Sorry about that.
Oh no,
Oh,
man,
good.
that's cool. And look, that just proves if you pull up, he's there, and you can holler at him. So if you ever have any questions for Ryu and you want to pull up, sit down and have a beer with him.
I don't
I
drink.
don't I don't drink either. I might just have
I
to
don't
go for
drink
some
either.
food.
Okay, all right. Do
Yeah.
you do you Are you a weed smoker at all?
Yeah, I smoke weed, but
Gotcha. I didn't know.
like
Just cigarettes or what?
no, like, I smoke a lot of cigars, um,
I
because
noticed that. I wanted to ask you about that.
yeah, because I quit smoking cigarettes about 3 years ago because I was a heavy cigarette smoker for years. So I quit that, and then I started smoking cigars, and like that was just so much better to me. So I just replaced my one addiction with a more expensive addiction.
Yeah, you're not kidding. So, especially a good cigar. And we have a really big festival, the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival here in Denver. And I've got a good group of friends who started a cigar club, and I'm like their uh, DJ for their events and stuff like that. I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite cigar?
Oh, my favorite cigar, like those range
Yeah,
in like.
what's
All
that
right,
go
well,
to?
my go-to, like when
Yeah,
I just want like a good solid cigar, I'll do a Davidoff. Davidoffs
okay.
are my go-to. Um, and then then there's Fuente Opus X. I got a couple of those sitting in the humidor. Um, and that's it. I smoke everything from $10 sticks to $100 sticks. It don't matter.
Yeah, I won't smoke $100 stick unless someone blesses it with me. So I will ask you. I love Deadwood cigars, and you may not like because of their
Love them. I love
flavoring.
them. I love them. They're great.
Oh my God, have you had the new Dominica?
Uh, I might have. I might
They
have.
just released it this year, and it was a special release that they premiered at the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival here this year. And man, I just enjoyed one of those over the weekend with my good bro, the Green King Cosmo. He's a follower here, and he's one of the guys who started the cigar club. But uh, I'm a humongous fan of Deadwood cigars, and those are my lane, right? And I know sometimes flavored cigars aren't looked at as that big of a thing, but like I do enjoy like the Deadwood style. I don't want anything super overly you know uh flavorful and like mint whatever but
Yeah.
those Deadwoods have like just such a good fine flavor to them.
Yeah. When they're done correctly, a flavored cigar can be pretty good.
I'm a
Um,
fan of Drew Estates, period.
Drew Estates is good. There's another flavored one that I smoke called a Baccarat, and that's
Oh,
like a
I've had
nice.
those.
Yeah, it's a nice, mildly sweet cigar. Like fuck, I'm out here smoking Swisher Sweets right now because,
Hell
like,
yeah.
I I just go to the liquor store by the pub and get me some Swishers. Like if I'm just chilling outside, because I'm not gonna smoke like a really nice one,
Yeah.
while I'm just walking around not paying attention. So I usually just you'll see I do a lot of interviews from my backyard. I'll just be in my backyard. That's where my smoking section is. Or I'll be I should have went to the cigar lounge is where I should have went because it's warm in there.
I got a question for you. What is your flex cigar? What cigar is the like if you want to flex on somebody, are you like what is that cigar? Like, hey, I'm celebrating and what is it? What's the one?
That's probably the Opus X. Opus X is a pretty good flex. Now, before the cigar snobs say anything, like some people would
Ah,
say
fuck
an
the
Opus.
cigar Scott snobs. I don't like those people because
Okay,
they're gatekeepers. Fuck them.
right, right. But before they say, like a lot of people will say, like Opus X, you're just paying for the fucking name. They're all Arturo Fuentes, but Opus X just trying to be fancy, but it just tastes like a regular Fuente. There's some truth to that, whatever. But fuck it, it's an Opus X. I'm smoking it on my birthday or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, so that'd be like a flex. There's
What
more.
does an
Huh?
Opus X stick run? Because I've never had one.
Well, that ranges too because there's different Opus X's. Like it depends on the rarity of it, how many they made and shit like that. It gets real deep with this stuff. Like it can range from $60 to $100.
Got it. Yep. Got it.
More
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah.
listen. it goes up to $600 too. Like,
Oh yeah,
so it's a wide range depending on which one you get.
absolutely. I love watching people hand roll cigars. We have a couple of really cool places here in Denver, and if you ever in Denver, I'd love to take you to one of my favorite spots. It's downtown Denver. It's called La Palmas, and
Man, you already know. Like I'm calling you first.
hey, you got my number. I gave it to you several times. So,
Yeah, I got it.
hey, getting back into the music family, tell us, about more about the album Medium Raw. Like, is there any track that's on there that means more or has like a greatly significant meaning to you, or anything that's deep and personal? I know all of
No,
them probably are,
probably
but
no. Probably Save Me a Slice. Probably is the most personal because Save Me a Slice. Like I'm still hungry. Like I've
yeah.
been doing this a long time, but I'm not done yet. So the rest of them are just rap songs and shit. Just me talking shit. But that's the type of
Mhm.
shit I like. I don't like deep shit for the most part.
I
I
feel you.
like I like I like your track and video for been doing this. That should go hard.
Yeah,
Are
we're
you able?
actually.
You're able to hear him now, right?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
That shit
yeah.
goes hard, bro.
He probably thought I was ignoring him for a whole hour. Well,
Earlier when you were talking about where you lived, I commented to you. I said I grew up in Southgate, but I live in South Los Angeles, and
uh,
you just stood quiet, and I was like, all right, he's not hearing me.
sorry, man.
Nah, we good, we good, we
No, we
good.
good.
We worked around it. We worked
We
around it.
love it. It's live. That's part of the thing that I love about this, because it's, it is what it is. And I think, I was talking to Gorilla earlier, it's like, in even my ways, I want this to be, as good of an experience for the artists, and also the folks that are tuning in. And, I highly value this time. But also, you have to be human and embrace the fact that, you just got to go with shit sometimes is not imperfect, and the imperfections is actually what makes it more relatable, right? So,
Hey, dead on, man. Like if it wasn't for imperfection, like I'd still be working on the album right now. There's so many imperfections on there, but I love it. I was like, fuck it, let's go, let's put it out. Like I'll make more.
how do you as an artist get past that? Because, I'll be honest, because I have OCD, right? And I'm not even just saying that as like, someone just being joking about it. I dead ass have OCD, and I get perfection paralysis, right?
Right.
And
Okay.
how do you as an artist release it and just say fuck it and just go and get
Because you know
past that?
you should know the answer to this too, because I know you've been through your thing too.
Yes,
So
sir.
when you start to deal with your own mortality and realize that you're not going to be young forever and time is not on your side, you
Mm.
you stop holding on to things because it doesn't matter. Like, let it all go and let the people decide what they like. We're running out of time. I don't want to get out of here with anything in the tank. Like I want it all out.
Word up.
Man, amen to that. And that's a beautiful thing to remember, to anybody that's out there that struggles with it. And I know a lot of people struggle with it, even if they don't vocalize it, because people might feel a certain way about being vulnerable. And just remember that you don't have enough time. I've died 2 times, and I've been fortunate enough to come back. I hope I'm like a cat and I got more than 9 lives. But you could be holding on and saving something and worrying about something that, guess what, you ain't going to be here
Yep.
for that to even happen. So get it out. That's a beautiful thing, and I'm going to remember that the next time. It's like, just fucking do it. Just do
Don't
it.
hold on to shit. Let it out. You know.
No, don't
Yeah.
hold on to nothing. Let it go. Even if it's just an idea, even if you want to just put it on Instagram, you know, just put it out there. Like it's all beneficial in some way or another. Because even if people hate on it, and you're like, oh, all right, well maybe they're not ready for that one. Let me go a different direction. Or I like Instagram because I tested my whole album out on Instagram before I even decided to put it out. So I already know what they liked and what they didn't.
Man, that's dope. You used it, and you had like your also. What was that like for you to? Because I know you didn't tell anybody when you first started the Hang 10 account that that was you. You wanted it just to stand on its own and not have any type of association attached to like your brand, right? And
Yeah.
just to let it go on its own to get people's honest opinion instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna that's Ryu and I'm gonna fuck with it just because it's Ryu," right?
Right. Or hate on it just because it's Ryu. You know, like,
I
it,
didn't think about it from that standpoint too. Yeah, assholes
yeah,
are out there everywhere.
they do
There's
that
always two sides to the coin.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to be like a Quasimodo or something and like come up with some like alias just to be dark and mysterious and weird. Like I legit just wanted like some honest feedback on my stuff. Um, and then it kind of got fun because like nobody knew it. Like I was coming out with these tracks and nobody knew at all. Like so, I was like kind of giggling inside, like, oh, this is fun, you know. But then of course, like my good friend Apathy, he starts getting on stuff like, yo, like hang 10, yeah, that's just Ryu, you know. He just starts telling people. So I was like, ah, fuck it.
Shout out to
So
Apathy, man.
And Ryu, any new Demigodz stuff in the works?
Yeah.
not as a crew, like no, there's no demigod stuff in the works, but you know, we're always kind of working together on stuff. Like maybe
Features
like
here or there?
yeah, features like me and App will do something. He'll do something with me. Esoteric does his thing. Um, you know, self. We're trying to get him to make a comeback. I know he's got one in him. Um, but you know, we always come together when it's time.
You
Hell
know,
yeah.
I got a question for you. You know, you spent years on other people's projects. When you did Medium Raw, right? And my question to you is sometimes when you're working in a group or even like in a collaborative situation, there's compromise, right? And you know, there's a give and take. Whereas you did this album all by yourself, produced it, you know, it pretty much you did all of the verses, everything, 100%. How did that feel? What's the difference? And you know, what's it like to not have to even have to worry about anyone else's opinion or whatever? It's just like this is you and boom.
It's cool. It's good in some ways, and then it sucks in others because you have to do everything yourself. I have to do all the recording and all that shit too, all the making the beats, all the writing the lyrics, like that. You know, when you're in a group situation, you get other people to share the responsibility, so it's easier. And you got other ears in the room telling you, "Oh, that's dope," or "that's whatever." Change this, you know. But this, I'm doing it all myself. Um, but whatever. Like I was just getting started with this album. Like this is just that's my first attempt at producing my own album. So it's only going to get better from there. And I had to put it
Absolutely.
out the way it is just so I had a meter, you know, like this is where I started so I could look back and be like, oh shit, fucking Medium Raw sucked. You remember that shit? Uh, you know, you got,
No way. That's
I love
not
doing shit
happening.
like that. I love doing shit like that. There's going to be a day where I hate that album. Maybe not, but like, I always would like Alyssa Milano. I think Alyssa Milano is one of the dopest samples ever. Like that sample is nasty.
It
And
is.
if they ever do one of them shows on how I flip that sample, you ever seen them shits on the like YouTube where
Yeah,
they be
Hmm.
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, somebody needs to do that. I killed that sample. Um, but
Will you share what sample it was?
this is Michael Jackson.
I just wanted to make sure for the folks that don't know, that aren't out there, that may not know, just
Yeah,
so people
like
know.
I somebody had to sample that already because I was listening to that
Yeah,
shit like there ain't no way that nobody sampled that shit already. But I've never
yeah.
heard it before. So I was like, all right, I guess it's me then. Let's go.
Let's
Um,
go.
Well, it's a dope track, dope visuals.
Absolutely. You know,
um,
I do want to
hey,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, you know, the one thing that I wanted to always ask is that with an established artist like yourself, that's been in the game for a tremendous amount of time, and by far your catalog is impeccable. Just with, you know, your work speaks for itself. Your bar work, and we're not just trying to gas you up. We actually really do try to make sure that we give all of the artists that join our platform their flowers and their just due. And you know, it's nothing but respect and admiration for what it is that you've accomplished thus far. What you just put out as your first work, and you're like, this is just the launch, and I can't wait to hear what else you have coming up. But we always ask this one question, is like, I want to know, what is, you know, the ugliest lesson the music business taught you, and, you know, taught you early on, and how did you use that to figure out how you move on forward? Like,
the ugliest thing, that's gonna be just the business in itself, because you're in a business with a group of people that are your friends, and then when money gets involved, like, these people are not going to show you how to do your publishing or how to register your songs or how to collect your royalties or what you're owed or what you're signing away. There's nobody there to tell you that shit. You know, even a lawyer, they'll make you get the lawyer that they want you to have, that's working to their advantage and shit. So,
yes,
you know, I would say try to be literate with the music business when you get into it, but that's damn near impossible. Like, I don't know anybody that fully understands this shit because they purposely make the shit confusing. So get yourself a team of people that know this shit. If you don't feel like dealing with it, you need people that know it. You know, because fuck, dude, I missed out on millions of dollars, just for signing the wrong deal or not looking at a contract or having somebody in my corner, you know. It doesn't matter. Hey, can I send you something real quick?
absolutely.
You guys want to play a couple exclusives?
Hell yeah.
We would be honored and blessed to.
All right,
play
let me see if I could do this. Are you there?
Yeah, we're
Do
here.
you want me to give you my email, or how do you want me to do this?
You might text it to you.
I'm gonna text it to you.
Perfect.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yep. While we do this, what we'll do is we will get into, I'm going to play, let's see here. Let's play.
Should have played the one I said. Been doing this.
Been doing this.
Yeah,
Let me do
that's
that.
fire.
Let's see. Let me pull that one up here.
Shout out to everybody in the chat tuning in. Appreciate y'all.
This one right here is absolutely one of my favorite songs too.
Hell yeah,
I've
fire.
played this probably every single fucking day for the last 2 weeks, because this is like one of my
Bar work.
feel good songs.
The
but
bar work.
It gets up. It gets you up there, man. So check this out, y'all. It's Been Doing This, man. Check this one out.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, get it.
I think he had visual for
Rest in
this.
peace, guru. Enough respect, preem. Pour out a little more liquor. Rest in peace, redeem. We gon' do it for your memory. Blunts, a bunch of Hennessy drunk, like we used to get back when I was 17. Dipping down the Limo in a jet black Lex. By any means necessary, trying to get that check. Taking 40s to the head like there ain't no win. They say we going to prison, I might wind up dead. We got the last laugh, cause we never half-ass shit. I'm not Rakim, but I can make them clap to this. So roll it up, take a puff past that split. Try to teach you how to stunt, but that class you skipped. It wasn't ever about the money, all about the respect. You ain't a king just because you're getting royalty checks. If that's the case, I should be draped in diamonds and velvet with a cape like the fucking second coming of Elvis. I ain't new to this. I'll make your fun stop soon as it starts. Yeah, I'ma ruin it. Gun punk cock with the blood clot. Lick a shot, pass us a rock. Take a break
Can you
from
hear
the
me?
foolishness, bitch. I've been doing this.
I sent
Yeah, we hear you.
I sent 2 songs to the WhatsApp.
Got it.
WhatsApp. You got them?
Let me check.
With a rusty tech, am I the best? Well, I gotta put it bluntly. Yes. Everybody looking at me when I step on the set. I'm always going 9/11. Hope you never forget. They had it coming to 'em, boy. I ain't got no regrets.
I can't hear any of the music
straight
that you're
razor,
playing.
never ever Gillette. It's like a pack of ketchup exploded from the
Only
neck up.
because you have your screen blacked out.
So what you're gonna probably need to do is leave and come back
Next
in.
time they learn to pay attention
I'm back.
to warnings. You geeks, I rock khakis with a cuff and a
Can you
crease.
hear the music now?
We get it quacking like a
Yeah, I
gaggle
can
of
hear it.
geese. You're damn right, that's us. We on the cusp of greatness. They told me to show my cards, but I'm holding no laces. Basically, I'm telling you to tell your crew to read it. Cause this is what I do when we done brew margaritas. So you can get the penis if you wanna see styles. I guarantee Divine got the Grim Reaper on speed dial. You're new to this, I make your fun stop soon as it starts. Yeah, I'ma ruin it. Gun punk cock, what the blood clot, lick a shot, pass us a rock. Take a break from the foolishness, bitch. I've been doing this. After my death, the RYU, make a rapper ship 12 platinum plates. Like a chant, got a death wish, I'm the fresh prince of Texas. With a rusty tech, am I the best? Well, I gotta put it bluntly. Yes. People around town talking this and that, asking where the hell I've been and will I ever come back? I've been doing it, so I ain't got no time to relax. Thought I was through with it, then I relapsed. See, I was higher than a stewardess. Started sticking needles in the groove again. Had to go to rehab so I could quit the music biz. True spit, I was sick of that shit. I wanna shake an executive like a red-nosed pit. I put the past behind me, now back on my grimy. I've been keeping it 100, but I'm stuck in the 90s. Check the resume, the truth burn your retina like it's pepper spray. Fucking name, my name's Ryu, they call you what's his face. Haters on my dick, they ain't never got enough to say. But like a volcano, they really hope I don't erupt today. Batter your sensei, the honky El Jefe. You flavors of the moment, come and see me in a decade. You new to this, I make your fun stop soon as it starts. Yeah, I'ma ruin it. Gun punk cock, what the blood clot, lick a shot, pass us a rock. Take a break from the foolishness, bitch. I've been doing this. After my death, the RYU, make a rapper ship 12 platinum plates. Like a chant, got a death wish, I'm the fresh prince of Texas. With a rusty tech, am I the best? Well, I gotta put it bluntly. Yes.
Fucking banger.
Yo.
Them bars, baby. Them bars.
And look, man, this motherfucker makes, if you don't feel good after hearing this track, bro.
He was
like,
just
what?
writing that beat, bro. That was produced by Divine Styler, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's just fire, bro. That's fucking,
Thanks, man.
I love it. I love the video too, man. That's just fire.
Yeah,
I've
it
got a
came out
couple
good.
mashups that I've got to like look and edit, and I'll tag you on it because I've done some flips with some just yeah, man. Like this, you killed it. You crushed that one. That was one of my
Thanks, man.
favorites. But also, listen, I grew up in a home that, you know, one of the reasons why I'm a DJ and is because, you know, music has been something that, like, as a kid and as a baby, like, the way I guess my parents could get me to shut the fuck up is to put music on. I'd stop being a terror, you know, and it would just sit me down, you know, from the point where listening to Led Zeppelin to listening to Earth, Wind and Fire and Stevie Wonder being the things that would put me to sleep and like actually make me felt calm, and all of these things. But I remember greatly because I have a copy of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon that my father stole the promotional copy from the local radio station. It was the only rock radio station. It was the promo copy of Dark Side of the Moon, and it was one of his favorite albums. And I remember listening to Time, and my dad even had like a quadraphonic stereo because he was in technology even back in the day, early on, like any of the gadgets, he was into it. And like listening to Time and especially Dark Side of the Moon in that type of speaker setup, I was always connected to that and have been connected to that, and think of my father and think of my parents and and it's good memories. It's associated with that. And when I heard you flip that, tell me about that song and like why you wrote it, and then what was it that made you like, I'm gonna jack Pink Floyd and flip this shit.
Well, because my wife listens to a lot of Pink Floyd. We've been to a couple concerts over the years, and Time is one of my favorite songs by them. And I mean, honestly, I haven't come across a Pink Floyd song yet that I wouldn't sample. Like every single Pink Floyd song is fire to me, like from a sample perspective. So that was just the one I was messing with because I know my wife likes that one a lot. So I was kind of doing it just to impress her because, again, I was trying to make people like my beats. So I was like, let me make a beat that maybe she'll like, so I could gauge if I'm doing it right or not. So I made it and she loved it. So usually she hates on all my shit. So.
Oh wow! So that's a good judge. He was like, all right, if I
give
can
you the
make
real.
if wifey can like this, then you got something on your hands.
Yeah, because
right,
my
well,
wife
hey,
is all day like, shut the fuck up, turn that shit off. Like, can we listen to something else?
oh shit, she's married to a
No,
fucking legend, and she's like, shut the
no,
fuck up.
she's a no because I never stop. I never stop. Like even when we're chilling, it's like I'm listening to beats. She's like, can we ever just listen to music without listening for samples? I'm like, I'm not. I like it. Like like I'm not
Oh
listening to
shit,
samples. Like I'm always kind of working, and
you have
I'm
that
like
curse too.
I'm like a Belgian Malinois, dude. I just don't fucking stop. Like,
And you
so
rocking on all these beats, or what are you doing with all these beats?
no, dude, I'm working on it. I sent you one. I did last night with my man Elemental from the Visionaries and shit.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's what we getting ready to get into. Which one is it?
It says Ryu Elemental on it.
Got
Like
it.
this
All
is
right.
literally just I did it last night.
All right, let me get that opened up.
Hell yeah. I was at the Visionary beer release recently and got a chance
Oh,
to
that's
see
dope.
them. Got a chance
Nice.
to see them all rocking that day.
That's dope.
So you did this. You just made this motherfucker up last night. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
Produced by Hang 10.
And it was
Hell
the
yeah.
LMNO. All right, let's see here.
Bluebeard needs a Hang 10 beat, bro.
Come on, I got you.
For reals.
All right, so I have to share a screen, and what might happen is I'm gonna mute everyone because when I share this audio this way,
You good?
it will cause an echo if people are speaking over it. So I will take care of unmuting everybody, and we'll just we'll rock it right now. Let me get into this. Let's see. Remove.
Called Missile Grip Pump.
Sheesh.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
1 2
1 2
check baby check
1
baby
2
1 2 yep
check.
check baby 1 2
Uh-huh.
check baby 1 2 check.
Gas face, no brakes, the soap crates, a rap is back. Snowflakes, I'm here to melt your face like an acid tab. Gold-plated plaques, I painted black out of spite. 2026, better pay the tax or pay me twice. The state of rap is in disarray. Time to let the pistol blaze. Blase, the shit ain't really crack. This is raw bass, it's game over. Coming out the pen like Eric Gagne. I'm Pompeii, erupting on rappers. That's a flambe. I'm not exactly bad shit, maybe a bit Kanye, a self-proclaimed genius screaming. You ain't got the answer, sway. Gamma rays, I rearrange your DNA matrix. Hit the stage with a tech and a kiss the chef apron. Operation Casablanca, got the bankers on the take too. I'm calling Rob Palenka for them Laker tickets, thank you. Breaking news, these little dudes be out of business soon. I'ma shut it down, fuck around to get your fitted room.
I'm a spiritual warrior, a horrible human, living in court without a lawyer and a judge ready to ruin. They know not what they're doing and who they're doing it to. Pursuing happiness in the absence of the pursuit. The brutal truth and sweet lies. Sugar cubes dissolve, problem solved, eating the sweet tooth. Uproot the tree of forbidden fruit. The hidden proof got revealed with the missing roof. A hop, skip, and a jump out the slump. She shook a rump, hand on the missile grip pump. Letting it off, I'm the byproduct of a skyrocket. Bursting out the eye socket, stopwatch couldn't clock it. I climb on downtime, this is my prime. And I'm not even on the right side of my mind. Seek and ye shall find the finish line. Designed by the divine to align spirit and spine.
When you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Somebody gave me this telephone. I think it was Edie, wasn't it? Yeah, was it? Yeah. And she said that I could talk to God with it, but I don't have anything to say. This is for you. No, you can talk to God.
Yo.
That shit was fire.
Now you can talk to God. Yo.
Yeah,
Yo,
damn.
That man. Hold on, man. Damn, man, that shit was fucking fire. Tell us. Yo, and you guys just did that last night. Can you hear us?
We were having like DJ battles because I have a lot of friends that are DJs. They were just switching off,
Mad Waves,
trying
can
to
you hear me?
take each other out.
I can hear you, bro.
Gotcha, cool. Ryu, can you hear us? Check 1 2. Check.
Yep. I don't think he can hear us.
Uh-oh. Can you hear us? Are you able to hear us?
Yo.
Now hear this? Hello?
No, he can't hear us.
No hear us?
No. I check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right, so he can't hear us.
Hey. We have to go into the next one.
So what we're gonna do is I do have something queued up, I think.
Hey.
Unless I closed it out. Give me a second. Ryu, can you hear us? Hello? Give us a second. We're live.
Exit out. Come back in.
What I'll do is get a song. I'm gonna play that song Time.
There you go.
And while we get this situated, this is the song that we were talking about before.
That was a banger though.
Yo, that new
y'all
song,
just heard the fresh off the motherfucking press. You know what I'm saying?
Exclusive shit. You know what I mean? So check this out, man. While Ryu gets us linked back up, we're gonna hit this one right here. Check this fucking out. This is Ryu, Time.
Three-sided mirror pyramid, my mere presence is
Ryu, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what happened.
All right, you good?
We're going into time, and then we'll circle
went to the
back.
scorecard. My sore paws been broken and bruised. Blood on my knuckles and New Balance shoes. If I was your friend, I'd advise you to move, but you can't survive on the side of the moon. Somebody give me a broom.
To run out
To
of
clean all
battery,
this
let's
mess
just
up, I
do
left it in
this.
ruins. I guess
We can get into, look, it's our show. We do what the hell we want to do. So check it out, man. What we're gonna do is get into asking you about the next track that you're gonna share with us, that you gave us, that you wanted to share with us. That's will be an exclusive. Tell us about that track.
Did you play the Elemental one already?
Yeah, we played that one. You never heard it. We were
No, I
playing it the
couldn't.
whole time.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything.
That shit was dope as shit.
Listen, man, like
fire.
the changes on it. Did you produce that beat?
Yeah, well, Hang Ten did.
Hank 10 did.
Yeah. Well,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Hank 10 killed that shit.
and your verse and both like, damn man,
Yeah.
that y'all
Fire.
murdered that one. Tell us about
Thanks, man.
Team Demolition Freestyle before we get up out of here, before your battery dies out.
Yeah, this is a mixtape I'm actually working on with my man DJ Mr. Drummond out of New York, and this mixtape is full of like heavy hitters. There's a lot of people on there. Royal Flush, Copyright, Apathy. Like it's an old where it's just where he takes like, 50 MCs and everybody spits on it. So this is my contribution to that.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Well, hell yeah. So we're getting ready to play that right now, and check this out, y'all. Is there no audio? All right, hold on one second. I got you guys. Just give me one moment. We're good.
Yeah. It's Ryu,
My apologies, y'all.
SOB, and all that. I go dumb for Mr. Drummond, that's a no-brainer. I'm no stranger to spazzing over some old bangers. Grab it off the coat hanger. I pull up to the spot with a fresh white fox like Joe Namath. It's all the same as it ever was, I gotta tell ya. I'm still a pain in the ass, neck and the genitalia. Hell yeah, I just got the wrist pavade. If y'all motherfuckers are sick, then I'm dog AIDS. Sipping Clause, bumping Sade. I stay flipping on a beat like a Cirque du Soleil. I'm all work and no play, 200 verses a day. Notorious for making waves, you can surf on my wake. The worst mistake you ever made's right in front of your face, bitch. Surgical with the blade, come and get your free facelift. It all depends if I'm taking my medication. You're either getting Jason Voorhees or Jason Bateman. Take Deck Testament. You mind if I continue? Come on. I'm making martyr martinis before I boom them. You can smell the gasoline on my Pumas. It's like hearing a speech from Mussolini as sung by Whitney Houston. It's a thing of beauty, but extremely gruesome to some. The luminous one. I embrace the space between the moon and the sun. The sky reflecting off my auras like the hue from a rum. 2-ton Egyptian jackal statue guard on my castle. You can't catch me. I'm Raps Leo DiCaprio. The Great Gatsby. I've been trying to keep it classy, but my pocket's so puffy. I should probably be fucking Cassie from the back. Respectfully, y'all should let it be. My recipe for beef don't come between beans, lettuce, and cheddar cheese. My demeanor alone's a misdemeanor. My tones are inside of a freezer. Frozen peas, a Patron. Cold pizza, please leave it at the feet of my throne. Watch shopping in Geneva, that's what time it is, Holmes.
Woo.
That's it. There's a
Man, yo, salute to you for absolutely
thank you, man.
exclusives with us and blessing us with the opportunity to play these here on our platform and blessing us with your time. I understand your time is at an end, and as to be respectful to you, and thank you so much again
Hell yeah.
for coming on. I hope you enjoyed your time, talking music, and like we said before the show, we're not trying to ask you any of that other BS, man. We just want to talk music and give you your flowers, and you are absolutely a
Motherfucking
legend,
legend.
and your work is impeccable, and I appreciate the fact that just for the fact that you are vulnerable and human enough just to be you. And one of my favorite songs, because I'm originally from Ohio, I'm a funk head, and you being from LA, the funk is where it's at. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So nobody can be you but you. That was by Steve Arrington from Slave, Ohio. Stuff, stand up. Look, man, much love to you. Salute. Do you got any shout outs before we get up out of here? And what can we be looking on? What should we be looking on the out or what should folks be on the lookout for? Any type of things that you got coming out?
Well, I just want to shout you guys out, man. Like, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. And anytime you want me to come hang out with you guys, I'll absolutely be here.
Oh, you're a blessing.
Thanks for
Okay.
giving me a platform to play my new shit or unreleased stuff. And I invite people to go check out my new album, Medium Raw, in case they haven't heard it yet. That's what I got. And I'm working on the new one now, called Grenado.
As soon as you have anything that you want to do, any type of releases, if you want to do any type of like, let's say we have a listening party where you have a project or you have a visual project, audio project, and you want to get real-time feedback and schedule it with the people, our platform is your platform, and feel free to just hit me up and we'll schedule anything special for you. And you are more than welcome to be here anytime. We would be honored to have you. And thank you.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, look, we are out of here. Make sure you hit like, follow, subscribe, all notification bells. That's the only thing we're going to say. We just ask you the thumbs up and comments. It really does help. Share, download, tell a friend.
Drop a comment.
This one on the replay, and also yesterday's Be Real and entire our B-Boys Underground catalog. We've interviewed Jazzo, Demigodz, C-, Sun Doobie. Look, it goes on and on and on. Much love. Keep it positive. Keep persevering. We out.
Peace, y'all. Thank you.
Yes, sir.